Like, who would you say is probably the greatest country music artist of all time? And I know it's hard to pick one. It's hard to pick one. It is almost impossible to pick one. But this is more of your personal opinion, not statistics or anything. Your personal opinion. Who is your favorite that you think is the best? Because sometimes your favorite and the best aren't the same, and that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to like the guys who came up through the honky tonks and such. You know, Dwight Yoakam is, you know, an amazing example. Somebody of the old time, Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
You know, Bob Dylan's another one that's
until he got a little screwy there.
Well, I think he always was a little screwy.
Yeah, but he had a little help getting a little further out there though too.
Yeah,
I think.
probably. Yeah. So those guys, I suppose, are some of my favorites. The greatest, man. I hate to even try. I mean, Hank Williams Senior. You know.
Yeah. Well, he's the trailblazer. You know, it's a hard one to say that he's not in the running for.
Jimmy Rogers.
Yep.
You know, of course, it's interesting. Jimmy Rogers. My wife loves Jimmy Rogers, and I listen to him for a while and I appreciate him and everything, but I kind of like ready to move on to the next iteration of country music.
Yeah.
You know, somewhat after that, but country music is, you know, growing up, my dad listened to. I was lucky. My parents only had a few records in the house. It wasn't that many.
so you didn't get played out.
Right. Well, there weren't that, but what they had was really good.
Yeah.
It turned out. I mean, there was some Buddy Holly.
Okay.
There was some Chris Christopherson.
There you go.
There was some Johnny Paycheck.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what else.
Johnny Paycheck, man, he's wild. He's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys were a different breed.
Yeah.
So, you know, I did get to listen to that stuff growing up.
Yeah.
There wasn't even much radio around where I was. I mean, not that I heard, but, you know, I remember hearing certain songs when we were building our house. You know, my dad would drag me out there to build the house, you know. It wasn't always my favorite thing to do. I'm really glad he did it, turns out. But, you know, I remember.
Well, yeah, because you got to learn.
You got to learn. I learned a lot of stuff in spite of myself.
Yeah.
But,
is that a John Prine quote there?
Should be. And that's actually a really good idea for a song, is learning things in spite of your own, you know.
Yeah, well, he's got that duet called In Spite of Ourselves. Yeah. Love that song.
Yeah, a little different sentiment, but yeah, same thing.